So tell us about your new book. That is exciting. How exciting!
I'm so excited. So I am releasing a book. It's going to be my memoir. I'm releasing it. It'll be coming out in January of 2020, but it will be available for pre-sale on Amazon soon. But the book is really chronicling my life as basically a testimony of God's power and God's faithfulness. I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse. And I had a very, very, very difficult time uh, growing up, but I was so blessed that in the sixth grade, a friend of mine invited me to church. I had never heard of church. I'd never heard of God, Jesus, the Bible. She invited me to church, and it was there that I discovered that I had an identity and a purpose that was bigger than my pain. And so it was through the process of getting to know the Lord that I really came to understand who I was. And the message of the book is really all about the fact that trauma doesn't have to define you. You know, you are not what happened to you. And I've had a lot of success in my life and my career. I've been an executive since I was 23. But what happened to me showed up in a lot of the different leadership roles that I had, whether it was because of insecurities or and feelings of inadequacy, feelings of worthlessness. And so God had to heal me of that. And so I'm really sharing this message with the world of forgiveness, faith, and redemption, and how God can take your ashes and make it beautiful. And so it's called Success from the Inside Out, because success begins within. And it really begins with understanding who God has created us to be, and that we are not defined by the bad things that happen in our life.
Why a book, and how a book?
It's such a God thing. A friend of mine just happened to say, he was like, you know, you should think about writing a book. And it had never, I mean, I've written a couple of books before, and I released them independently, but like locally, like it wasn't like a big thing. But he told me you should think about writing a book. And so I wrote it, and I wasn't shopping it around. I wasn't asking for a book deal at all. And then another friend of mine one day, just out of the blue, said, hey, you know, I just got signed to this publisher and they're looking for authors. Do you happen to have a manuscript I can send you? And I was like, I happen to have one. And so over the course of a few months, the publisher of Zondervan Publishers, they came back to me and they said, we'd like to work with you. So it's totally a God thing. It's not something I was asking for or actively pushing for. So I'm just so grateful.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So tell people, how can they, I know you have a newsletter. What is the best way for people to be in touch? Because the book is not yet out, but it will be out soon. So what's the best way for people to find more information?
On my website, it's just nonajones.com. That's Nona with two N's. I get called Nora all the time, which is why my social handles, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere, at Nona Not Nora. That's my social handle, at Nona Not Nora. But yeah, I have a news distribution list that people can sign up for on my website. And I'll also be doing some really cool, fun giveaways as people sign up relative to my book. So nonajones.com, at Nona Not Nora.
There you go, guys. So I will also link to this in the description, or wherever you're watching this, show notes, wherever you're watching this, I will give a link to it. And do get the book, and it's Success from Inside. Am I saying it right?
From the inside out.
From the inside out. So watch out for that, and follow Nona, blessed by what she has to share with the world. God has placed her in the right place, and she has important messages to share. So thank you for joining us, and you guys stay blessed. Stay connected, stay blessed.